Hi there. Hi there, my friends. This will be today's story. It's called Willie's Adventures. Let me call out hello to all my little friends. How's everyone doing today? Let's see. Hi, Samantha and Benny. Hi, Noah and Hannah. Hey, Zay, Oliver, and Iris. How you all doing today? Hello, Sammy and Henry. Hello, Matea. I'm so glad to see you out there. Oh, who else do I see? Is that Madeline? That's Madeline. And Kayla over the sea on the other side of the world with your little class full of preschoolers. I'm so glad you're joining us today. Okay, I picked a very old story, very, very old. It was written so long ago. And it's so old that some of the pages are a little bit yellowish and brown, but that's okay. It's still a great story. Willie's Adventures was written by Margaret Wise Brown. Do you recognize that author's name? Who remembers what book she wrote? Take a guess. Okay, let's see if you were right. That's right. She wrote Goodnight Moon. She's a terrific author. And the artist, the illustrator, his name was Crockett Johnson. The pictures are very nice and simple, all black and white. And I think you will enjoy this story. Okay, it was copyrighted in 1954. So that's just when I was a little girl. I had just been born when this book came out. This is called Willie's Adventures. And here's a picture of Willie. This book actually has 3 stories in it. Today we'll do the first story, Willie's Animal. It's called Willie's Animal. Do you have an animal? Do you have a pet? What do you have? Turn to someone next to you and tell them, what pet do you have? Okay, good. Okay, let's continue. Willie didn't have an animal, and Willie wanted an animal to play with. A real live animal for his very own. So here's these black and white sketches. And here's Willie talking on an old-fashioned phone. Because sometimes Willie was lonesome, there were lots of animals in the country, so Willie went to the telephone and called up his grandmother who lived in the country. Well, that was a good idea. I would like a little animal for my very own, said Willie. What kind of animal, she asked his grandmama. A little animal, said Willie. A little bird, asked grandmama. Could you catch one, asked Willie. What do you think she'll say to that? Let's see. I don't think so, said his grandmama. A little horse, said Willie. Could you catch me a very little horse, grandmama? I don't think so, said his grandmama. Are there any wild dogs in the country that would like to belong to someone, asked Willie. They all belong to somebody, said grandmama. And I think you would like a little animal to keep in the house, said grandmama. That's a good idea. Yes, said Willie, that's the kind of animal I want. A little animal. Would you like one that squeaks, asked his grandmama. Yes, I would, said Willie. Then tomorrow I will send you one, said his grandmama. I wonder what she's going to send him. What's your prediction? What animal squeaks? What will she send him? Here's a picture of grandmama walking away from the phone. How will it come, asked Willie. If you wait at the window around noon tomorrow, said his grandmama, you will see it arrive. Then she hung up. The next morning it was raining. Big wet drops of water splashed on the window. See, this book is so old, it's a little bit marked up here, but I can still enjoy reading a good book, even if it has some marks on it. Here's a picture of Willie sitting by his window. Puddles of water were deep in the street. This would be a nice day to have a duck, thought Willie. I wonder what made him think of that. But out in the country, grandmama had already put a little animal into a wooden box and closed the top. And all you could hear from the inside was a funny little piping noise. Can you make a little noise? What animal do you think she put in there? Here's Willie. He's sitting and thinking. And these are all the different animals he's thinking about. Maybe she will send me a fish, said Willie, looking out the window at the big wet puddles. I wonder why he said that. This would be a nice day to have a little fish for my very own. Or maybe she will send me a little frog, thought Willie. I could keep my frog in the puddles. That's true. The big wet raindrops splashed and broke on the window pane. But I think I would like a little animal that I could keep in the house with me, thought Willie. Perhaps Grandmama will send me a ladybug. Do you think she'll send a ladybug? Next page. And here's a picture of Willie looking out the window. There's a truck with big animals in it. A ladybug would be a good thing to have in the house. Or perhaps she will send me a little squirrel that I could keep in the piano. Then suddenly at noon the sun came out, and up to Willie's house came a big truck. It was enormous. Oh my heavens, thought Willie, Grandmama must have sent me an elephant. I don't think she'd do that, would she? The truckman jumped out of the truck, ran around and flung open the back door. The truck was full of horses, but he didn't take out a horse. Nor did he take out an elephant. He took out a little tiny wooden box. What do you think is in it? Turn to someone next to you and make your prediction. Okay, you might be right. Here's a picture of Willie running to the door. And he brought the box into Willie. Open it up, Willie, said the truckman. It has your name on it. Your grandma asked me to bring it to you. Then he put down the box and walked out again as quickly as he had walked in. He jumped in his truck and roared away. But nobody was home that noon, and Willie didn't know how to. He didn't know how to open it up. What do you think he should do? He didn't know how to open that strong wooden box, which was all nailed down. Here's Willie with the box, and here's what he's thinking about. And he couldn't see into the box because the cracks were too little and it was too dark in there. But Willie could hear something moving in the box, and he heard a high piping little squeak. What could it be? Maybe it was a goose. Maybe it was a lamb. Maybe it was a rabbit. The thing seemed to scratch and rattle around a lot in the box. Maybe it's a porcupine, said Willie as he shivered. At any rate, said Willie, whatever it is, it's my own. What do you think it is? This is exciting. I can't wait to find out. Here's a picture of Willie pointing to the box. That looks like Mom just got home. And he sat down beside the box and waited and listened. He was waiting for his mother to come home for lunch. At last she came. And she got a hammer, and she got a screwdriver. And they pried open the box, and out jumped a wild little ball of fur with long whiskers and bright green eyes and sharp white teeth and a bushy tail. What do you think it is? It was Willie's animal. Catch it, said his mother. It's your animal. And Willie went over and caught the little fur, that's right, kitten in his arms. It was a little kitten. And the kitten began to purr. Let me hear you purr. Mm-hmm. And Willie held it very close and very quiet with his hand underneath it so that it wouldn't be afraid of falling. And Willie's animal was as happy as Willie. Oh, do you have a little animal that makes you happy? Now Willie had his animal. Here's a picture with Mom and Willie, and it looks like she's got a hammer in her hand. I wonder what she's building. If it's my animal, said Willie, I'll have to take care of it, and I would like to give it something to eat. So Willie and his mother gave the kitten a little dish of milk. Is that a good idea? Sure. Now, said his mother, you might give it a little garden to run around in. So Willie and his mother fenced in a little garden for the kitten for her very own. And now, said Willie, where will it sleep? Where do you think the little kitten can sleep? Whisper someone next to you. What do you think? I'll wait. Okay, I heard some good answers. You might make it a little bed, said his mother. So Willie took a pillow and put the pillow in a box. Now, if you didn't have a pillow, you could just find a little box. You could look around your house or ask Mom or Dad, are there any extra little boxes? Or you might have a little basket somewhere and you could put it in the basket like with a napkin. That could work. Oh, look. There's Willie in his bed and there's the kitten in her bed. He put the kitten on the pillow and then he took the box up to his own room. And the kitten went to sleep in Willie's room in the kitten's bed. And Willie went to sleep in his own bed. And Willie and his animal took a long nap. After they had slept a lot, they ran around in the garden. And they both grew, and Willie named his animal Grandcat after his grandmother. And that was the end of the story. Next time I'll read another one. There's 2 more stories in this book. If you don't have a pet, think about what pet would you like. Can you draw me a picture of a pet you would like? Can you find some toys in your house to set up a little home for your pet? Maybe a little fence so the pet won't get away, or some little box that you could put some stuff in it, like a Kleenex or a tissue. Can you draw a picture and write me some sentences and tell me what would your pet do with you? I would love to hear from you. Okay, that's all today. Love from Mimi. Bye.